And we are back. The Sunday Showdown crew is back. We are here to give y'all the lowdown on each of our teams. This is a new segment we're doing, our off-season woes, and we're starting today with the Washington Commanders. Today I got the one and only Lamar DirtyMoJo Lane and the other brother from another, Shane Peach Peacher. And let's get right into it, Peach. Who is the commander in charge?
Commander in charge. That's who. Y'all know how I feel about last season. This is the sucky part of the show where we have to recap that, right? So 5 wins, a coach that I think stinks with X's and O's. I love his leadership. I do love his leadership. I will say that. But the X's and O's aren't there. And we'll talk about something a little later, which I'm a little bit happy about.
Okay.
But 5 wins. Lots of I'm going to call the Commanders the Swiss cheese team right now because there's lots of holes, gentlemen. Lots and lots of holes that we need to fill. So let's get this new season coming because, it's time. It's the off season, gentlemen. We got lots of upcoming big dates coming up with free agency and the draft. So
that's right.
Let's talk about next year because last year's out of sight, out of mind. I don't want to think about it anymore.
That's old school stuff. And
it's
I'm glad you said new. Go ahead. What'd you say, Lamar? What'd you say?
2020 who?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What are we talking about? I'm glad you said new because this year you got a new OC, you got a new DC. What are your thoughts on those 2 positions?
Well, I just told you how I'm not really fond of old Dan Quinn, correct?
Right.
But I'm very ecstatic at what he did. And it could be a detriment to him. 2 coordinators, 2 first-time coordinators, but defensively especially, not like-minded.
Right.
That's something I did not think he would do, gentlemen, and he did it, and it's either going to send him over the top or he's going to be sent out of here next year. But I'm excited about it because, again, it's not like-minded thinking. We're going to have a totally new defense. We're bringing in old Durante Jones. He's coming from the Vikings.
Okay.
I love that Brian Flores defense. I love how he brings pressure from all angles and sides. So that's what I'm excited about. Let's see it. Let's see it with him. And as far as offense goes, I hear nothing but good things about David Blau. I mean, I don't know if you saw the Super Bowl, like our local media would be asking, the other team's questions about Blau and resounding, oh, he's a genius, he's this and that. And it was coming from some of the top coordinators and coaches in football. Right. So that is exciting. I think it's going to help us go under center more. I think that's the thing the team wants to do. They want to have Jaden Daniels run a lot less,
right?
Which is good, get him on some boots and actions, and it should be fun. It should be fun, guys. Like I said, I don't know what the deal is going to be come week 1 because these guys never called plays. Now I think they have the mind to do it, but calling plays is a different animal. So we will see.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
You brought up Dan Quinn and you talked about his leadership as a coach, and I think he is a leader of men. And I do think a lot of the players love him and respect him as a coach. And you're right, man. Bringing in David Blau, a 30-year-old coach. He's just 30 years old, dirty young. And I think the average of the Washington Commanders' age is like 28 years old. So he's going to be coaching men that are basically a year or 2 younger than him on average, right? That's pretty crazy. But with that being said, what you said, Peach, about getting under the center, getting away from that no huddle, getting that type of deal. How do you feel about Jaden Daniels and how his injury, he took a lot of hits, he was running for his life. How do you feel with the new young coordinator being under center? How do you feel about him going into this season? And how is his health? Is he recovering? Is he doing really well? Is he back on track? Going to be ready for the start of the season?
He's 100% now, I think. I think, actually, gentlemen, if we had something to play for, he could have came back last year. There's no doubt in my mind. He was fine. He was cleared. A matter of fact, it was a few weeks of, oh, he's able to play, and then they still sat him out, and then you come to find out they shut him down. They shut him down because there was nothing to play for, and why put any more risk on him, right?
Right.
As far as going under center stuff, I love it. I think Jaden can play that way. I think he can sling the ball around, man. We don't need to be this gimmicky offense anymore. And I think that's why we parted ways with Cliff. Because Cliff, I loved what he did here year 1, but it just seems like things fall off with him after he's there for more than a year. People warned me about it, and I kind of shook my head at it, but it's true. And it showed this past year. So we'll see. But again, Blau is a first-year caller, so I'm nervous about that.
Aches and pains, gonna be some ups and
Right.
downs, you know.
Exactly. I mean, like you said, he's only 30. He was just in the league, 4 years ago as a backup quarterback? That's not
Move
long
your
ago.
camera just a little bit.
Gotcha.
There you go.
Is that good? Yeah,
Still
so
there. Okay. It's like you're on the side here.
There you go. That's
There we
better.
go.
there we go. Gotta just twist it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm excited about it because, like I said, I thought we would go in with Dan Quinn type coaches and bring in same old kind of thing, and so it's exciting. It's that part of it is exciting. I don't know what I'm gonna get, but I'm excited about it.
Well, it's funny you said we just talked about JD5. That's a good catch. Great question there, Mojo, because that's gonna lead into my question. I'm wondering about, what's going on with the offensive line. Okay, are you guys gonna? Tunzel's a free agent, right?
Correct.
And you lost some people. So what's going on with that? Who'd you lose and what's going on?
Well, Tunzel, what I've been hearing is they're on the same page, the agent and the team. I think he's going to end up being the highest paid left tackle in football after this deal is done. It's not going to be like a Terry thing. They know what his worth is, and he's not as old as Terry was, right? And, linemen, they can be a little bit older. They play that still to stay at that high level. I wasn't worried about the line guys. I wasn't at all. And then all of a sudden, 2 days ago, we cut Biotish.
Yes.
Wait a second, we're probably not going to be able to re-sign Chris Paul. Why are we making more holes? It's like, I heard this on the radio today, and I thought it was a good analogy. It's like when you're going to clean your house, right? But now we're cleaning the living room that nobody plays in, nobody watches TV in. Why are we doing that? Like, we need to worry about the bathroom here, people.
Yeah.
Those toilets need to be scrubbed.
Yeah, got some stains up there.
You know what I mean? Like,
it's
insane. So that's an issue now. Now we're going to have to find another guard, new center. Like, holy crap, with a new system. That kind of irritated me a bit, but hopefully they're professional and they know what they're doing, because I don't know what they're doing in that regard right now.
Yeah. So with David Blau coming in there and that whole new regime, I guess, well, it's aside from Dan Quinn coming in there, you guys are sitting on a lot of fucking money, Peach. I mean, about $75 million in cap space.
Yes.
And, from the looks of things, you guys have invested about $108 million in your offense and about 125 in your defense. So are you looking forward to, because you said you guys cut your players and certain things like that, would you rather build your offensive line to protect Jaden Daniels, who we just talked about, and free agency, or are you looking to maybe get some young guy that can grow with him and you don't have to pay as much, and you could probably put that money, even though you guys have a boatload of it, you could put that money somewhere else to give him even more weapons? So what are your thoughts on free agency, the money that you guys have, and the draft to fix these issues that you guys have?
No, it's time not to be cheap anymore. The first 2 years they've been cheap. We have a ton of money. We got to fix whatever we can. Like I said, we have holes everywhere. So it might be defense and free agency. It might be offense and free agency and defense in the draft. I don't think we don't have many picks because of the Lattimore trade and the Tunzel trade, right? We don't have a lot of picks this year. So I don't think we can go O-line high in the draft. But we better spend that money on some defense, gentlemen. I don't care. Like, that defense was ranked 30 to 32nd all year long, and it was the worst defense I've ever seen in franchise history. And I am not joking about that.
What's your draft
every week?
Where do y'all draft this year? What position?
Seventh.
Okay.
We got the 7th pick. And if we want to talk about draft right now, I'm afraid that because we beat the Giants late in the year, and we were at the 4th pick, gentlemen, and we dropped all the way down to 7th. Most of the teams ahead of us need frickin' defense.
Yeah.
So I think the David Baileys and all those guys might be gone. Caleb Downs, all those guys might be gone.
Sonny's going early. He's like top 5 because he's
because of the underwear Olympics.
Yep.
Dang, he killed it at the combine, guys.
He did.
And with his size as well, 240. What is he, like 6'5"?
I will say something though. I will, like, everyone's on Ruben Bain. The length of his arms do kind of scare me, because we just saw what happened to Will Campbell. Okay. Will Campbell got beat like a cheap suit, you know what I'm saying, in the Super Bowl and in the playoffs.
And he measured at the shortest arms for a defensive end
Yes.
that would possibly go in the first round ever, not just this year.
Wow.
So that is scary, especially going up against them big old left tackles with
long arms.
like
So what are you
Trent
gonna do?
Williams and all them guys. No chance, right?
Yeah. So
But I mean, if he falls to us, I don't know how they don't take him though. You know what I mean? Like he's a guy that I think may fall because of it. But if he does it, my shock, can you hear me?
no, you could just hit
All
you.
right.
Yeah.
My shocker, if all those defensive guys go,
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking who I think is the best player in the draft, Jeremiah Love. And I hate picking running backs, bro. You have no idea. I just think he's the best offensive player in the draft. I think he's better than any receiver here. That's the problem.
Better than Bell and Concepcion and all them? I mean, Concepcion will be high, but
I do. I do think he's the best offensive player in the draft, unfortunately. And if I go offense, I have to take him.
right.
Like I said, I want defense, but there's a chance that none of them guys are going to be there, and you can't reach there. You got to take the best player.
Trade
and
back,
I think
right?
the best
Can't
player might be, well, if somebody trades, and that's what I will bring that up. That Kansas City trade gave them 2 first-rounders, and they need a running back, don't they?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So that's what I would call Andy Reid and be like, listen, bud, give us your 2 first-rounders. You can have Love. But if you don't want to give us them first-rounders, we're taking them. I'd give them that alternative. We're taking them.
They might they would consider that because their money, Kansas City is so far over the cap with their money, it's ridiculous. So
Right.
Yeah.
It's pretty
about that
wild.
earlier, yeah.
And they need more weapons because it just hasn't been working the last few years for them offensively.
Yeah.
I
mean, they get with people in their prime. They did that to Hill. They did that to the last cornerback they had. Now they did it with McDuffie. So they're kind of stuck with the money goes. But I would say this one thing to be happy about, I guess, for the Commanders right now is you guys got new unis, right?
Yeah.
You got some new unis.
Pretty cool, man.
New uniforms.
So last year we brought out the Super Bowl era whites, right?
Yeah.
And we wore them like 3 games. Those, my friend, are turning into the home jerseys now.
Okay.
So the old Commander stuff is gone, and then they haven't showed them yet. But the burgundy jersey is going to be the same, I think. I think it's going to be the Super Bowl era burgundy jersey.
Nice.
So we got that. Another thing is an alternate, and they keep showing that spear. That spear is coming back somehow.
Bring it back.
And I think it's going to be the alternate jerseys, man. So it's very exciting.
Yeah.
It's that's a thing that fans love is uniforms, and I love it. And we're proven correct because they put all the normal Commander stuff on clearance. So that's when they haven't announced the new jerseys, but that's the sign, right? Like when they put every single home and away jersey on clearance, something new is coming.
Somebody in Guam rocking it right now.
Oh yeah.
And we talked about it every Sunday night, man, about how it seemed like every week the throwback uniforms, whoever was playing them, they looked good. And I've always loved the Washington Redskins / Commanders, their older uniforms, and it'd be great to see that team go back to that style, that look. And I mean, that's awesome, man. It's exciting. So they go back to that uniform. You got an eye on a player that you might want to get one and start rocking it every week?
I mean, I said, we have Bobby Wagner. Nah. I mean, I would love to bring in like Alec Pierce, but it just seems like the Colts are going to tag him or something.
Yeah, he wasn't tagged.
What I mean?
He didn't get tagged.
Huh?
They tagged the quarterback.
Well, that's my guy. That's the guy I want. I want Alec Pierce as a Commander. If I had to pick one right now, that's the free agent I want, man. Because we need
sought after.
He's sought, but we have the money. There's no excuse.
They have
the
money.
Don't tell me.
He doesn't run routes. He just runs straight.
People better not outbid you. That's all I'm saying. You have plenty of money for it. We need another receiver opposite Terry. That's a big hole. That's a big hole because Terry's getting older as well. 31 this year. So
yeah, no more Debo. They talk about bringing him back here. I said no, he'll be all right.
Yeah, Debo's gone. There's no way.
Leave him where he's at. He's good. Well, Pete, so we talked about you being a commander in charge. Wrap us up, okay? Let us know in closing, what are things that you foreshadow so we can look back on this tape like, see, Pete knew what was going on. Let us know.
I foreshadow.
Give me 2 draft picks. Give me a free agency person and maybe a shock that no one's thinking about. Either that be a player or a record you think might happen next year or something. Give us something funny.
I mean, like I said, free agency, Pierce is my guy.
Okay.
There's a few defensive players in the draft. Like I said, Bailey, like a guy like Arvell Reese. I mean, Caleb Downs. But are they going to be there? I'm
Correct.
scared that they're not. So, like I said earlier, if we have to go offensive weapon in the draft, got to go Jeremiah Love, in my opinion. As far as what I think is going to happen in free agency, I think we're going to go heavy defense.
Heavy defense, okay.
Because we don't have enough picks, and defense is the weakness. It's 100% the weakness. By the way, gentlemen, we only have 2 cornerbacks under contract.
2
right now.
Ooh.
2
Damn,
total.
Damn.
Under contract. Everybody else is a free agent.
And they still have more interceptions than the Jets.
Yeah. Very true. Oh, goodness gracious.
Jesus Christ.
Doing it.
Man, Jets fans out there catching strays, man.
Yeah, just like, wow,
action and joke again.
Hey, guys, I lied to you because I forgot about a free agent. Devin Lloyd from Jacksonville, the linebacker. Okay. They're letting him walk, man.
They're letting him walk? I didn't know that.
Yeah, 25 years old, all-pro ability, defense.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's the guy I would shove all my money at. They need defense back.
Damn, that's not bad. It's not a bad look. Well, this is the Sunday Showdown crew. You know, we covered the Commanders. You know, Peach had let us know what's going on with the Commanders because he is the commander in charge. It's main man Clubber D. We got Dirty Mojo. You or Peach, take us out. We're back and forth.
Hey, man, another great off-season incoming, man. The big time starts in a few weeks here.
Mm-hmm.
Free agency, like we talked about. Hey, man, we got more videos coming for you guys. And we have fun doing this. So, man.
We're not done.
We're not done. Not done at all.
We're just getting started.
Right.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace.